Hey everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Bethany, and today's recipe I'm going to be showing you how to make chicken scarpariello, also known as chicken scar. This is a very popular American-Italian dish from the New York, New Jersey area, and it's made of chicken thighs, sausage, and a really flavorful sauce. We're going to be using actually one of my favorite condiments in this to make it really flavorful. It has a little bit of heat, so if you're afraid of spice, just take it from me. I'm actually not into spicy food and I love this dish. It's not too spicy for me. So let's get right into it. All right, so the first thing that we want to do is prep our proteins for the dish. So I have a 3.5 quart casserole braiser heated up over medium heat. And what I'm going to do is use half a pound of sausage. So I have a whole pound of sausage here, but I'm just going to cut the lengths that I want. I don't need a lot in this dish. You can really add a whole pound if you'd like. I'm just going to cut off about 3 lengths. All right, so before I add my sausage to the pan, I'm going to put some olive oil in here. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons. We'll brown our sausage just for a couple minutes on each side, just until it's brown, but not cooked. And I'm just browning for 1.5 to 2 minutes. My heat's pretty hot. And if you can brown it on all different sides. Mine are curved, so that makes it a little challenging, but I'll try. Forgot to mention I am using sweet Italian sausage. You could use any type of sausage you like. I don't really recommend spicy unless you really want this dish to be very spicy. I did test this with 2 links of sweet and a link of spicy, and I just felt like the heat wasn't necessary. We have plenty of heat in this dish. I'm gonna set these to the side and we're gonna brown our chicken next. So I have 6 chicken thighs here. They have skin on and they are bone-in, and that's gonna add more flavor. I also really like the skin in this dish because it crisps up nicely. I'm gonna salt and pepper these on both sides. And this is actually the only salt that I add in this dish, surprising. That's because we're gonna be using a brine from one of the ingredients. It has a lot of flavor in it, so we don't actually need salt. I'm gonna add more oil to the pan that we just used. And we'll put our chicken thighs skin down in the pan. I'll have to do these in batches because I can't fit everything and I don't want them to crowd. I really want that skin to get nice and brown. Whenever I use chicken with the skin on it, I always want it to be crispy. I don't like soggy chicken skin, so that looks great. Next up, we're gonna use the same pan, and this pan is very hot. So what we're gonna do, I actually just shut the heat off because I don't want all of that burning in there because we're gonna cook our shallot and garlic. So what I'm doing is just dicing up 2 shallots. I like using this instead of onion because it just has a little bit more of a pungent flavor. You can also substitute this for half of an onion. The bits in our pan have browned a good bit. I don't want them to burn, so what I'm gonna do is just splash this with a little bit of chicken stock, and that's gonna absorb, but that's really gonna get those bits off of the bottom, prevent any burning. We don't want that. Just get a wooden spoon in there. And all of that is flavor, but not if it burns. So in the same pan, we're gonna add our diced shallot, and then I have 10 garlic cloves that I sliced. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's necessary in this dish. And I really like slicing garlic when I want a garlic flavor in a dish rather than mincing it. We'll just saute that with the shallot for 1 to 2 minutes. And while this is cooking, I'm gonna cut up some potatoes. So I have about 4 small red potatoes. You can use whatever you like, but I like the red. They add a nice color. And they're a little bit softer. We don't really want a super hard potato because we want this to cook in the oven. I'll quarter them. All right, so once the shallot and garlic are cooked, we're gonna add 3/4 cup of a dry white wine. And that's gonna help deglaze the bottom of the pan. And then I'm gonna plop a rosemary sprig in here. This is just fresh rosemary. You can also just use about 1.5 teaspoons of dried rosemary, or even 2 teaspoons. We'll let this cook for about a minute or two. All right, so after everything has cooked for just a few minutes, we're gonna add 1 cup of chicken stock. And then we have our most essential ingredient in a chicken scar is hot cherry peppers. And these are actually always in our fridge. These are essential in an Italian sandwich. So we always have them on hand for sandwiches. And they are just a thin pickled spicy pepper. I honestly could eat the whole jar of these. I absolutely love them. I really want to eat one of these. They're so good. They're spicy, they got a kick, but I love the pickled flavor of them. They taste very nostalgic to me. They just remind me of like an Italian sandwich when I was young. All right, so we're gonna add our hot cherry peppers. And hey, if you can handle heat, you can always add more. I love having one of the cherry peppers in this dish. It's like a highlight. Then what we're gonna do is take 3 tablespoons of our cherry pepper brine. So chicken scarpariello is actually a vinegar forward dish, but instead of using vinegar, I really like to use the brine from the cherry pepper mixture. It has a lot of sodium in it, so I don't really need to salt the dish. It perfectly salts it. So it's really nice because we're utilizing the brine that the peppers are in. But I've tested this with more than 3 tablespoons and it was too salty. So 3 tablespoons is plenty and we're not salting this, so that's it. Now we're gonna add our potatoes. We're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. This is layering more flavor into this dish. If you're familiar with my recipes, I do this a lot and it just adds more flavor. We got 10 cloves of garlic in there plus some garlic powder. We'll mix that all together and we're just gonna simmer this for a few minutes just to get some of that sauce reduced just a little bit. And I like to put the potatoes in this step because I can ensure then that they're gonna be cooked when they're in the oven, because sometimes they're not always cooked in the oven. They get a little bit hard. This is a great step to just quickly soften them. And we're gonna add our chicken thighs back in. Just nestle them in there. Move those potatoes around. This dish is just so good. And it makes for a great weeknight meal, but it also makes for a great Sunday dinner with your family. It's also really easy. You just have everything in one pan, put it in the oven. It's actually pretty quick to throw together too. I'm also gonna pour this juice in there from the chicken. Then we have our sausage. Wherever you can find room, honestly, those potatoes can come up and out and roast outside. That's why I'm not using a ton of sausage, because it is hard to make room for everything. I also don't want a ton of sausage in this. So now we're gonna roast this in the oven at 425. We're gonna keep it covered for 20 minutes, then remove the lid and roast it uncovered for 15 minutes. That way we get a nice brown, crispy chicken skin. All right, so we're gonna taste the chicken scarpariello. It's out of the oven, and both of my parents are here to taste.
We're both starving.
We're looking forward to tasting this new dish.
Yes. If you're new to my channel, my parents actually live right down the street, so they can easily come up to taste the food. Yes. But before we serve it, you will have to serve this dish with 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley, so I'll just throw that on there. This is chicken scarpariello. I don't think you guys have had this.
How do you pronounce that?
Chicken scarpariello.
Scarpariello.
You are gonna say scarpariella. But
I'm from the other side of the river, so.
So have you guys had this dish? Because it's really popular.
Never heard of it.
Okay, it's really popular in New Jersey and New York.
I grew up in New Jersey and never heard of it.
Okay, well, it's made of chicken thighs and sausage, and it also has potatoes, make it a little heartier, but the key flavoring is, do you know the cherry peppers? They're like the, you put on sandwiches, kind of spicy.
Yeah.
That's what's in this. It gives it like a kind of a spicy flavor. I don't know if do you like spicy, Mom?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay. It has
Okay.
like a whole head of garlic.
A whole head.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that should be good for anybody that's needing garlic. Okay. I taste a little bite.
Yeah.
It's good.
Have a little zing to it.
Is it too spicy at all? No. Okay. Good.
Very good.
Yeah.
This sausage tastes really great. So
Yeah.
the combination of the chicken and potatoes and
I like
it's
the
delicious.
potatoes a lot. Yeah, the potatoes are like really tender.
Here's my first potato.
Ah, I love them. And the cherry peppers are so good with it.
Very good.
Delicious. Are we taking some home for dinner?
Yes.
That would be great. I don't have to cook.
So, do I get to go and sit down and eat this?
He always says that, doesn't he?
Well,
Literally always.
I'm not used to standing up and eating, but I do
I
like the
am.
way it tastes. Everything tastes good. It's got a good bite to it, which I like. I don't like things too spicy, but this is good.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Very good. Very hearty. Very warm and spicy for this type of, season we're in.
Yeah.
It's great.
Thank you.
Very good.
Dad's
I'm on my
leaving.
way.
Okay. Bye.
Well, I'm glad you like it. Thanks for
Okay.
tasting.
All right. Thank
Dad
you for
is
inviting us.
already left, so. But I think this makes for a great Sunday dinner or weeknight meal. And what would you say to serve this with? I mean, it has the potatoes. Serve it with
Just
some
maybe
crusty
a
bread.
salad, bread.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us. And as always, I'll catch you in the next recipe and I'll see you in the comments.